What is going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of my MLB The Show franchise series with 126 create players between viewers and streamers. We are at the beginning of Season 2. Last year, 84 wins. If you watched the previous episode, we did not make a ton of changes to the squad. Let's actually go this way first. Pitching rotation looks eerily similar to last year. Severino, Heaney, Godley, Eflin, and Blackburn. We do have kind of a odd bullpen. Scherzer and I believe Taylor Serenity are both starting pitchers. Our bullpen is really, really weak. And so Scherzer and Serenity shouldn't be up quite yet. But I really don't have a lot of options, and I really don't want to send them down. I mean, the best situation would be to send them down. Serenity's already used one of his options. Scherzer has used none. And I could sign a couple guys off of free agency. I have to sign guys anyway, so I still might send them down. They're not quite ready, and I really don't want to push them. So, I've been thinking about it, and I think I'm going to do it. There's really nobody out there, though. I might just get some closers and put them in that role, like Josh Field. Yes, he's probably going to want some money. It is what it is. Add some years. Bro, just take the money, dog. Do you want to play a year? That's what I thought. Daniel, we're gonna do the same thing. He might want some more money, so this might be a little more difficult. Okay, never mind. All right, so we are not gonna rush Max Scherzer or Serenity. Sorry to those guys, but they're just not quite ready yet, and I don't want to rush their production. And then get them in trouble where they're not quite ready. They're losing potential because their performance is bad. So I definitely do not want to do that. We're going to move him to AAA too. No idea why a 72 would be in AA. Andrew Moore. Oh, crap. The guys that I just signed are not up in the majors. Are they? They are not. Move to MLB. Oh my lord. Move, add the 40-man. Add the 40-man. Again, this is just a spot filler. Move to MLB. Alright. You know, we have Richie Feliz as well, the guy we just drafted. He's 18 years old, but he is an A potential. I think he was 92. I could be wrong. He might be higher than that. But he's, I'd say, 3 years away from being up. Once he hits 75 or so, that's kind of what we are looking for. All right, so we... single A is what I'm looking for. I'm going to send some of these guys. I really don't want a single A. I mean, yes, I should have depth, but I just don't quite have that yet. Whoopsies. All right, we're just going to do that. The autos should fix it. So pitching rotation. Josh Fields, I'm actually going to... it's a lefty. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Moore can be our long reliever because he is a starting pitcher, so I am actually okay with that. For lineups, I think we're set as well. Again, not a bunch of changes from last year. Justin Turner, I think, is going to be gone at the deadline unless miraculously we are competing, which I just don't think we will. Franmil Reyes, I'm really excited for him to continue to grow. 79 overall. He's 24 years old. So this episode is going to be just for the draft. We're going to make sure everything is set up. I don't like that international scout, so we're going to get rid of him. And we're going to... Ooh, pitchers. Now we're going to use this guy. Fired, bro. Fired. West, I don't even like using a West scout, to be honest with you, because he's just not. The West just typically don't have a lot of scout, or like a lot of decent players. So that's where we're sitting. I think we're good to go, guys. So what we are going to do now is I'm going to jump cut to the draft. Nobody wants to see me doing scouting every 2 days until the draft. So for what, for 75 days or so? Yeah. Since regular season. Before I jump cut, though, let's make sure we're good. I don't think anything really changed. Okay. So yeah, nobody wants to see me scout every 2 days. So let me jump cut ahead here. We are going to get to the draft, which is 75 days. We will look at the team's performance, and then we will get the first-year player draft underway. So give me a little bit. I will be right back with you once we are fully scouted and ready to go. All right, guys, we are back. And as you can see, we are pretty average. A little above where I thought we would be. We are 30-29 right now. Our biggest problem are these pesky freaking Astros, man. The first month of the season, we were 1-6 against them. 1-2 this month. So 2-8 against the Houston Astros, man. And 28-21 against everyone else. So we're not doing too bad. We do have to deal with a little bit of an injury. Kevin Kiermaier did go down. He broke his leg. So he is out for another 41 days. Big Willie did go down. He'll be fine. He'll be back soon. Losing Kiermaier was huge, though. He was hitting .322. So having to deal with his loss is not ideal. Luis Severino up to a 95, 3.13 ERA. Andrew Heaney right above 4. Zach Godley's getting wrecked. Eflin is getting absolutely smashed. And Blackburn 3.39 and 7-1. So really solid for him. Moore in our long relief is not pitching well. Castillo's doing well. Sewald's pitching well. Fields is doing okay. A 4 ERA. Bearclaw is not. Daniel 4.2 and our closer 2.92. 21 saves, and he's only blown 3, so not the worst. Not the worst. For lineup, maybe hitting 247 out of that leadoff hole. Brantley hitting 352. Absolutely scorching the ball right now. Justin Turner just a hair under 300. Franmil Reyes hitting 226, does have 10 bombs. Ryan Healy, 228, has 7 home runs. Will Myers hitting 230 with 6. Nico, 239. Panic, 243. And Wellington Castillo, 274. Dennis is hitting 213. Richie, 250. And Willie, who was hitting 270 on the bench. So, offense not doing great. Like I said, our team is still not quite there yet. We do have some money to spend. But we are ready for the draft. Before we hit the draft, let's take... we will take another peek at the top prospect list. We will go over this again in the cap recap video. I don't believe we have anybody here. If I'm not mistaken, maybe Felice? Nope. Nobody in the top 50. That's a problem. So let's hope that we can fix this. Let's jump right into the draft and see what we do. We do pick up another win, so we're 31-29. Here we go in the draft. We have the number 18 pick. No competitive picks. We do have an extra pick there, so that will help a little bit. But we're gonna see what happens. See who we can go through here. Obviously, none of the blue chippers are still there, so we have to look and see. Dante Velasquez, pretty solid. Great contact, good power, a little above average the rest of the way. Don't know if he's good enough to be a first-round pick. He might just be But this would not be a terrible, number 19 overall if we went that route. Carnets, no thank you. Carlos Gonzalez, per nines are not there. Relief pitcher, I wouldn't really go in the first round. Lloyd Olson's just not there. Brian Sohn, not there. Zepeda, good contact, good speed, would be a pretty decent leadoff outside of the fact that he's not great defensively. Not going to go after him. Murakami, couple low per nines. Tim Britton, pretty decent for a closer. Don't think it's somebody that we would grab in the first round, but that is good if for some reason he's still there. McMahon is pretty solid as well. Steve Cervantes, some low per nines. And as we hit the 75s, this guy's not fully scouted. He could very well potentially be an 80, but not something I'm willing to risk. Same thing with Jameson. So it looks like we're going to have to go Velasquez here. He just seems a little too good to pass up. Dante Velasquez, he's ready next year. He is ready next year. Great contact, good speed. Everything is above average, which is fantastic. So we're going to go Dante Velasquez there and hope that we hit a good solid A. 17th pick in this round. Still have some 80s that are scouted. Zepeda, again, is still there. Don't know if we'll go for him. We have a bunch of 75s that are scouted too. DJ Dow, Ellis France, some low per nines. There's Jameson, Liriano, some low per nines. This is the guy that intrigues me. Eddie Bourbon. I kind of have a feeling that if I go for him, he's going to drop to a 70 potential and we're going to be screwed. I might wait for him. I don't know. That one's tough, man. That one's tough. His potentials look really good, but he's not fully scouted, so it scares me a little bit. Todd Reinecker. Gene Sanchez, bad per nine. Schultz, not good. Carlos Cortez, not good. Ariano, pretty solid. Same situation, not fully scouted. That's a risk if we go there. Here, at least we have 80 potential, not fully scouted, but it's a little better to go after. Tim Britton. Britton might be the way we go. I don't really like going to the bullpen this early in the draft, but with that being the best pick and he's ready next year, I may have to go this route. Not great velo, not great break, but he's got great per nines. We might have to go Britton there. Murakami just scares me with his super low walks, and he's 5 years out. I mean, this is going to be a long franchise. We're not necessarily looking for someone to be ready faster. That's always the ideal situation, though. I think we're going to go Tim Britton here. I think it has the higher potential to be a little bit better. So we're going to go Britton. Might get screwed there, but we'll check. We do have this extra pick here. This is where we might... No, this is where we might go Bourbon, just because he's still there. I think we're going to. I think we're going to take the risk and take him. I think we're going to see what happens. Cross our fingers and hope we did not make a mistake. We still have Cervantes here. Brian Sohn, Gene Sanchez, DJ Dow. I think that's all we have scouted. I think that's all we have. Dan Warren, Emery Obama, Sanchez, Ellis France, Rob Hyatt, and Zavala. Zavala's another one that's pretty intriguing to me. He's another one that's pretty intriguing to me. If we can get lucky, we can push his potential to a B. but I think we have to stick with who we have here. Cervantes is he doesn't have great home runs per 9, but the rest of his stuff is pretty solid minus his control. He's ready faster. I think we're gonna jump on Cervantes and hope for the best here. See who we have left. Jameson is still there with his good solid per 9s. Don't think we have to reach quite yet. This might be an interesting reach potential if he's still there. Zavala, poof. 75 might get the high end. 79, get him up to an 82 with morale. We might go Zavala here. We do already have only one starter. I would love more position players, but the fact is they just weren't here this year. And we have a lot of good position players coming up with our cap, so I'm not super worried about any of that. We have a lot of depth in our farm system. For that reason, I think we are going to go Zavala. His stats just look better. I mean, I could be wrong. DJ Dow's hits per 9, K per 9, 2 of them are low. That's not even who I'm trying to go. Just everything's a 60 or higher. France, he's got 2 that are below 60, and he's got 1 that's below 60. DJ Dow and Zavala is a really interesting one. The only reason why I'm leaning Zavala is because he is 20 years old as well. So we are going to go Felipe just for that extra year. DJ Dow got picked right after that, so we're going to see. We're going to roll through the draft picks as well. Jameson, I don't think we're going to grab. Actually, I might. Because the rest is just guesses. At least I know what I have. At least I have someone that's potentially seek for decent trade bait. This last one's probably just going to be a guess. And it is Nelson Bermudez. Because he's ready faster, we might go Henry Cruz here just because he's a position player. That's okay. Even though he's 70, we're probably going to go Henry Cruz here and hope that we can get lucky. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go with the higher potential and see. Even though it's not fully scouted, the higher potential, you never know. All right, let's go see how we did, boys. Again, we are on a 4-game winning streak. We've won 6 out of 7 somehow. 31-29 is our record. Let's take a peek at how we did. I hope Velasquez is an A potential. And he's not. But Tim Britton is. Fantastic. An 86 from Velasquez. I am okay with that. He's going up. Good contacts. Good speed. Going to be decent enough defense to be able to play. And he's got some respectable power. So I'm okay with that first round pick. That'll give us another outfielder. Tim Britton. Absolutely. Overall is going down, but his potential is going up. His per 9s look great, and he's a 90. Bourbon, whatever. His potential is going up, so we might sneak him into a B potentially. Cervantes did get him up to an 84 potential. Morale, maybe an 86 or an 87. Zavala, meh. The other 2 we missed on. But that's okay. That's okay. So we're going to sign everybody but probably the last 2. Definitely not Felipe Lorenz. Jameson, I'm actually just going to sign him just for some depth. Just for some depth. We are going to look through real quick and make sure, just see any of the other ones, anybody we may have missed, and see if we made any wrong decisions. Bruce Carnage there turned out to be an 88. Cardenas, no. Nobody. Son was another one. He turned out to be an 85 potential. Chris De Los Santos. Edward Ojeda. None of those guys. Edmund Gerber. I mean, good on you. I wouldn't. Ramon Munoz, Hideki Ogawa, Diego Lopez, Miguel Velasquez. Reinecker turned out to be an 87. 88. DJ Dow turned out to be an 83, so, meh. That would have been an okay pick as well to grab there towards the end. Oh, man. Oscar De La Rosa, Gordon Dahl. Nobody yet that I feel like I really missed on. Two really good players here for the Angels at the top of their draft. Okay, so I'm actually happy with this. Velasquez, Britton, and Cervantes. I'm happy that Britton is going up, as is Velasquez. So we might be okay there. We might be okay. The rest of the year, if we look at the standings real quick, we're 6 games behind the Astros. Our division's pretty damn good, which is pretty frustrating. We're only 3.5 games out, so we're not quite ready to pull the trigger on Justin Turner quite yet. But he is on his way out eventually. The other problem as well is Michael Brantley. This is his last year of his deal. The dude's hitting .359 with a .418 OBP. His OPS is almost at a grand, or almost at 1. So that might be a tough trade too. But if we're out, I'd rather get some value. But we'll cross that bridge when it comes. So not a bad draft here, guys. Again, Velasquez, Britton, Cervantes, Eddie Bourbon might be okay if we can get that potential up to a B, which it is trending upward. So we'll see what happens. But that is where we're at right now, guys. I appreciate you. We're going to stop it here. We're going to push past the All-Star break, past the trade deadline in the next video, and see if somehow this team can push further. Guys, I appreciate you. I love you. Thanks for watching. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments. Yeah, we'll do it in the cap recap video. We'll look over some deals and whatnot. But guys, like, share, subscribe. I appreciate you. Love you. We'll catch you later.